Here are the 20 best platformers on Apple Arcade. Enjoy a sci-fi platformer that follows a young space adventurer in Starfetched. Players must defend the main character from a dangerous alien invasion. Yes, while the game is a platformer at heart, it also combines side-scrolling action with elements of tower defense, exploration, and RPG. It's more advanced than it might look at first glance. Jumper John is different, as it offers a time concept. What does this mean for gameplay? Well, everything is played in 30-second chunks. As you deal with this 30-second mechanic, you must also help John get to hell to rescue Jane. You can also play in the timeless mode if you don't enjoy the 30-second restriction. Plus, it's an episodic game, and the last chapter 5 is releasing very soon. This is one of the best looking games on the list, but looks are not everything. Stela packs a very enjoyable story about the final days of a mysterious ancient world. Sometimes the game takes too much inspiration from Player Dead's Inside, especially at the start, but the young woman, world, and creepy creatures are fantastic. Grab your sword and take down all the enemies and bosses you see in Fallen Knight. This game presents a neo-classic style. I guess you could say it resembles the old Mega Man games in some ways. Fallen Knight requires you to be precise with the parry, disarm system, your movements, and attacks to succeed. The gameplay is quite brutal. Fight 8-legged creatures and save the world with badass weapons. Spidersaurs has you following 2 playable characters, Victoria and Adrian, who are tasked to clean the world of these nasty critters. You can play this game alone or with another friend in couch co-op. You can use cool abilities, and there are numerous weapons that can be used. SpongeBob may be a children's show, but that doesn't mean adults won't enjoy Patty Pursuit on Apple Arcade. It's just a good old platformer with fluid animation, amazing level designs, and catchy music. All the classic characters from the show are here too, and bring their own flair, with different abilities to solve the puzzles, different ways to traverse the levels, and also different fighting styles. Play as a dodo bird and try to find your lost babies across a number of chapters. Dodo Peak is a 3D arcade platformer that takes place on a grid. This makes it more difficult, especially in the later part of the game, to avoid all the obstacles and enemies and to just rescue the eggs. It can be quite challenging. The difficulty doesn't hurt the game's enjoyment factor though. It's incredibly fun, rewarding, and addicting. This is an underrated gem on Apple Arcade. You play as one of 2 turtles who move forward automatically, but you can change their direction. This means players have to time their jumps, attacks, shield, and so forth. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it will become a little challenging in the later part of the game, so don't forget to keep evolving your character with turtle shells that offer different abilities. Bring your friends to the couch or via online play, then go into endless spinning towers of arcade fun in Crossy Road Castle. The goal? Climb as high as you can without dying. You can play this game solo, but don't. This game is best with some buddies. Everyone is different, so the game doesn't get repetitive. Exit the Gungeon is an action platformer that focuses on shooting everything you see. The twist? Your weapons are always changing. The better you play, and the higher your combo, the more powerful the form your gun will take. The game can be really overwhelming with so much going on, but when you get in the groove, there is no better feeling, trust me. You wake up to discover your girlfriend has vanished. Where is she? Well, to answer that question, you must talk to your friends, battle scary creatures, and explore numerous locations. Neversong has a great combat system that's super satisfying. Keep in mind, children will enjoy Neversong, but won't understand parts of the story and dialogue. It actually has a very dark tone and presents adult themes. Control shadows to traverse the environment. That's different. Projection First Light follows a young girl, Greta, who is on a journey of self-enlightenment. The game takes players on an inclusive voyage through the history of shadow puppets as it evolves through Indonesia, China, Turkey, and the 19th century England. It's really cool. From the legendary creators of Marble It Up and Marble Blast comes their next 3D platformer experience, Marble It Up Mayhem. In Mayhem, you can play across many levels and try to reach the end. Each level builds on the previous one, offering different obstacles and more interesting level design. I will say this one has amazing level design, responsive controls, and an awesome brand new multiplayer mode. Jump and dash your way across the backs of dragons on your way down to Earth in this gem on Apple Arcade. EarthNight is brought to life with a painting art style that looks fantastic, but wow, if you have an iPad or Mac, it looks gorgeous. Probably the most challenging game on this list, keep that in mind, but if you like a good challenge, don't skip this one. Don't. Rayman has been reduced to the size of an ant in Rayman Mini. Players will go on a big journey through a macro photographic world in an attempt to undo this spell. Get aid from insects, mushrooms, leaves, and other plants to pass through the levels. You can also choose between 3 characters and unlock different costumes. Shantae is back in her 5th adventure. Players will traverse a big, interconnected undersea world, battle enemies and bosses, use fusion magic to change between creature forms, dance, collect power-ups, play mini-golf, and much more. It introduces some of the best animated cutscenes I've seen in video games. It presents a modern cinematic style, but still retains the core style of previous games in the series. Get transported back to your childhood imagination in hot lava. The floor is, well, lava, so you don't want to fall into it. You'll die, obviously. So across the numerous levels, use parkour to reach the end. As you play, you'll unlock more expansive chapters, emotes, stickers, comics, characters, and customization options. The gameplay mechanics here have been compared to Inside, but the similarity stops there. Little Orpheus presents a massive dinosaur world hidden in the Earth's core. You must try to escape by whatever means possible. The story is told through a narration that occurs as you play. It's really cool. I also love that there is no real violence here. That doesn't take anything away from the game, it is still amazing. Play through an interconnecting story that follows 3 playable characters: a knight, a little girl, and a father. All of them are trying to survive in a dark world full of dangerous creatures and terrain. INMOST presents themes of love, loss, and suicide. Keep that in mind before playing. It's not a happy game. It's not happy at all, and it's not for children. But man, the story is so good. I highly recommend it. Not many platformers get water levels right, but Shinsekai Into the Depths definitely does. After all, the game only takes place in the deep ocean. Players must manage their suit's oxygen levels, defend yourself from vicious marine life, and escape from the ice rapidly coming in your path. Shinsekai Into the Depths audio was captured entirely underwater. It is simply amazing to listen to. I highly recommend playing with a headset to really appreciate it. Here is a bonus upcoming game, The Artful Escape. Coming soon, this musical adventure follows teenager Francis. He sets out on a supernatural adventure to prepare for his first stage performance. I'm really excited for this one. The art style looks fantastic. Have you played many platformers on Apple Arcade yet? If so, which one is your favorite? Apple Arcade features some of the best platformers out there right now. It's incredible. Anyway, consider supporting us on Patreon so we can continue to bring you high quality content. The link is in the description. Also subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future videos about everything Apple Arcade related. Anyway, my name's Stewie and thanks for watching.